Oh, what's going on, everyone? I'm Dark Skye, and today we are playing Spacecraft, an online space exploration and building game set across a massive living galaxy. If you enjoy story-driven survival runs and large-scale building games like this, please consider leaving a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Today, we're starting from scratch, mining resources, crafting core components, and designing a ship strong enough to leave this system. From there, we'll begin automating planetary production and building the logistics network that lets us expand across the stars. So here we are. We just started. We came out of our little bed chambers here where we originated, and we're gonna head down here to the dock, and we're gonna go from there. We're going to get down here and we're going to get our reward, which is not really our reward, you know, that is just for a way for them to give us a ship and tell us what to do as far as going and getting resources and all that fun stuff. So we're going to head down here. We're going to use the elevator. We're going to head down to the docks. All right, there we are. There's our beauty, our little ship that we're going to be using. But before we go, we need to talk to Stasha Novus to start our talent acquisition procedure. Okay, you're here for the procedure, right? Then let's get going. First off, you won't be able to do much without a ship. And to get that ship, you need a loan. Now, a good part of the company can grant you that ship and that loan. Wasn't it a reward? A reward? What makes you think you deserve a free spaceship? Your 10 years of service tightening rusty bolts? We're already offering you a job. Isn't that enough? So tell me, how did you end up in the deck quarter? See, costly studies, medical bills, criminal charges. I don't know. Let's say medical bills. Nice. That was written in your fine. Actually, I don't know why they require me to ask anyway. Given your current debt, the company has established your maximum loan amount as 25,000 credits, just enough for that beauty behind me. Nice. But before you get to know each other, you gotta approve your pledge. You gotta consent to all the terms and conditions I'm about to read you. Affiliate work status. My status as an affiliate of the company makes me a full-fledged citizen. It will be maintained for as long as I am able to fulfill the following mission: to extract, transform, and sell ore to the company by any means possible. All right, well, yeah, that sounds fine. As long as I get paid for it. As an affiliate worker, I endorse the full responsibility of any activity conducted while carrying out my duties. The company cannot be held responsible for any environmental, material, or moral damage inflicted by or upon me or my spaceship. Oh, that's a bummer. Affiliate worker loan. To secure my workship acquisition loan in absence of the material guarantee, I mortgage my life force to the company. In the event that I have injury or illness or death, irreparable damage preventing me from working, I allow the company to extract enough of my organs to pay up my remaining debt. I don't know. So like, I end up dying, and so then they get to like have my body and chop it up into pieces and sell it off to like pay off my debt. Okay, whatever. I'll accept it. What the heck? Well, that's about it. Your pledge is considered signed, which makes you newly employed affiliate worker. Congratulations, you just became part of the largest family in the Atlas Galaxy. Your current rank is recruit, which means you've got plenty of opportunities to grow. Now, I know you've been waiting for it just to get on that ship and have a blast. The company today and tomorrow. All right, let's get on our ship here, our new ship. Look at this beast. Let's take off. Undocking. All right, so what do we need to do first off? Welcome to recruit. The company's onboarding procedure. By the end of it, your rank will be upgraded to apprentice. Okay. I am charged with helping you become a skilled, valuable worker. Please appreciate the cost of the training service is graciously covered by the company. Your first task will consist in navigating space in search of basic resources. If you have any questions, please note that you are not allowed to ask them during the onboarding protocol. Control your spaceship to approach Solar Alpha 1. Okay, well, let's head to Alpha 1 here. All right, so we are getting down here into the atmosphere of Solar Alpha 1. So it looks like the moon. Ooh, look at those clouds, huh? Can I fly through the clouds? Oh, that was neat. Okay, use your radar skill to locate nearby resources. So we're going to press 1 for our nearby radar. And we got some over here on the horizon with the little question marks. So ferric stone is iron, cupric is copper. So let's get down here and we're going to use our little ship here. We're going to press 2 to gather this the ferric stone. And I'm not sure how much stone we need. Let's see. Use your mining skill to extract ore and other minerals and resources and nodes. Okay, so we need 8 iron ore and 8 copper ore. All right. All right, now we're getting some copper over here. All right, see what is... if there's any more resources. Let's do another scan. I'm seeing there's some out here. There's kind of all over the place, aren't they? There's some right here. More stone. Okay. If you look in the upper right hand corner there of the screen, you have a little bug, which is the bug report. But right next to that, it says 80 SU. That's actually my weight, and I only have 100 weight, so I have like 20 SU, whatever SU is. That's my weight. And then next to that, there's a little like a C with a like a yellow thing inside of it. Those are credits, and so that's like how much money that I currently have, which is none. So, you know, because I'm just starting out. And then in the upper left hand corner, that's our quest, or like, you know, what we are following. And then down below you can see the 1 through 8 hotkeys. Number 1 key is my scanning. The number 2 is for my mining. Oh, there we go. We're gonna get the 3 we needed. Now you might wonder what to do with all this raw metal. Conveniently, we can turn it into the ship's first upgrade. That will allow you to gather something more interesting than copper and iron. So what we need to do is to press K and access the knowledge menu and unlock modular systems permit. So we'll hit K, and you can see we have quite a bit of things that we can unlock, all kinds of fun stuff here. But first off, is we're going to do the modular systems. That's going to give us these modular systems of the scanalyzer alpha. We get the small modular kit, we get bolt and nut, and we get wires. Now that's the first part. We'll have to do that, but we can do cargo, and we can do unnecessary features, which we can color our ship and make it all super fancy. But right now what we need to do is head back to Babylon. So while we're doing that, I'm going to grab this here and I'm going to buy it, because we ended up getting 60 coin. Or 60 star credits. Now we have the permit for modular systems. So now we can head back to Babylon here, and then we're going to go and refine these resources. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back here to the space, or to the elevator, not space yard, but the shipyard. And then as we're up here in the shipyard, up here is where we get to work on our ship, and we can modify it and everything like that. And then this one here is for us to sell, so we can buy, sell, trade all kinds of resources and whatnot. This here is for our smelter. This is where we're going to be smelting. So we want to smelt some iron. I got some iron ore here. We're going to just click on that, and then we're going to hit smelt. And then we're going to smelt those into iron ingots. There we go. We got some iron ingots we're making. This beast is huge. I mean, this smelter is like a giant beast. You know, it's crazy looking, but fun to look at. All right, so now we're going to get those iron ingots done, and then next we're going to do is the copper ingots, get those knocked out. Hopefully we'll be able to add on more space or something like that onto our ship so that we can carry more cargo and buy and sell, you know, even more stuff. Possibly sell, just that way we can make some more money. Now, what it wants us to do is it wants us to make the scanalyzer alpha. So we're going to go in here. This is like the workshop here. And if we go down here, scanalyzer alpha, it requires us to make a small modular kit. Bolt and nuts, we need 4, and wires, we need 2. So to make this small modular kit, we're going to need the bolts and nuts. We're going to need 20 of those and 10 wires. So let's make 20 of these bolts and nuts. Might have to hit it a couple times to get the full, because it only makes 8 at a time. So there we go. We should have 24 of those, which should be enough. And then we need 10 wire. And each time you do the wire, you get 4 of those. There we go. And now we are able to make the small modular kit. Let's make that. All right, cool. Now we have that. We should have enough left over from the making wires and the bolts for doing the small modular kit now to make our scanalyzer alpha. So let's make that and get that built. And then the next part is we need to go and install this piece onto our ship. There we go. So now that we have that, we're going to use the shipyard here to install the ship. So we want to load up our ship first. There we are. And then we want to edit our ship. And then we're going to grab this analyzer and we're going to just drag it over, and then we can put it down like anywhere we want, where it allows us. You know, some parts are red meaning that we can't place it there, but the blue means that we can. So we'll try to find a good spot for it. Right there looks pretty good. And then let's validate that. Yes. Congratulations, recruit, on completing your first set of tasks. Your performance has been analyzed and ranked against those previous contracts. The results are confidential and will not be disclosed to you. With your scanner equipped, you can further explore Solar Alpha and discover more of its riches. Please keep in mind that your performance is still being recorded. All right, so now we can press L and we can look to see what is our main objectives. We don't have any side quests or anything at the moment. All we have is these main objectives. So we have this one here, which requires me to go down and to Solar Alpha 2, which is a different planet, and to find, scan, and exploit these gray crystals. So I'm going to add that to my watch list. And then I have the exploration here to reach level 1 in exploration. So we're just going to go down to Solar Alpha 2 and enter the atmosphere. And that probably will end up leveling me to that level 1 exploration. And then for the last one here, we need to trade with the company exchanger. We need to sell $40 worth of resources and then buy 10 silicon gel. All right, so let's see here if we can do probably the trade, since we're already here. Now the best thing to do is if we look here, we can see that wire, like one wire goes for like 16.98. Bolt nuts go for 5.99, and the silicone gel is 3.99. So I think what right now, these only go for 216, 580, and then 8. I guess this is what they're buying it at. This is what we're selling it at. So maybe we'll make some of these wires and see if we can make more money off of just selling wire. So we go here, let's go to wire, and then we're gonna make one of those, and let's make a bolt nut, and we'll see like which one gets a better deal. We'll come back here to the trade area. Now you can see that the wire actually goes for 280, a little not too bad, but the bolt and nuts only go for like 74 cents. That's not much, you know, but we can we have 8 of them, so we'll sell like all 8, and then we can sell all 4 of these. And so now bolt and nuts is going to give us about 6 credits, and then we're going to get about 9 credits for the wire, overall getting almost 15 credits for all of it together. So let's sell that, and then I want to buy some of this. Now I got up to 85 credits. I want to buy some silicone gel, so let's get 10 of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and buy these, and that's only going to cost me like 40 credits roughly, so I'm still going to have like 45 credits left over. Not too bad, but you can see that my weight on my ship now is 11, so I have to keep that in mind as I'm out there and exploring and doing whatnot. I don't want to overdo it. But let's go into here. Maybe I'll just go ahead and I'll make these bolt nuts. Maybe they'll be a little bit lighter. So it dropped it down to 10.8, so that it means that just taking it from an ingot down to bolts and nuts only dropped it by 0.2. It's better than nothing, I suppose. But at least we have that. Now let's head to the Solar Alpha 2 and do some exploring. All right, so that was Solar Alpha 1, but this time we need to go to Solar Alpha 2, which happens to be this planet here, this big red planet, almost looks like Mars. We're going to head over here and we're going to do all of our other 2 quests and see what we can find. So here we are, we're getting down here on Solar 2. It's showing that we have 5 question marks, which means that there's like 5 different resources on here that we don't know about yet. And there is a question mark over there, which happens to be a point of interest. So we got the cubic stone. You can see that now that there's 4 question marks where we are not familiar with. And then let's go over here. Oh, there is a one there with question marks on it. So now we're going to hit 3 to scan this. Oh, gotta get a little closer to it. There we go. All right, now hold down the 3 button here and we're just scan this little question mark guy. There we go, brassy outcrop. But basically what all of the brassy is just basically it's just copper. And we can pick this up, and it's just we'll get copper nuggets and ingots. Okay, we got the iron, so we got like 2 more things. Oh, there's another one with question marks. Let's get close to that one. Let's see, I want to do 3. There we go. I want to scan this thing, see what it is. There we go. It's that ferrous outcrop. Basically a more condensed version of the ferric stone, which is the stone, which we're going to get the iron nuggets from this. Just need to keep an eye on our SU, or our units, our weight. Make sure that we don't go over 100. Otherwise, we get real slow and not be able to get around as quite as easy. All right, so we got those. Let's keep going here. We got 1 outcropping left. I think we'll probably find it at this point of interest. All right, looks like this giant mountain right here is the point of interest. So let's do a scan on this and see. Oh yeah, we got question marks popping up everywhere. So it must be our last resource that we're looking for. Oh, look at all those question marks. All right, let's get in close and look at these. So we need to do a scan first. We're going to hit 3 on these and see what they are. Gray quartz, nice. All right, so we got that. Let's scan these up. And for the gray quartz, we need to get 5 quartz. Now, so that happens. We happen to have 3 of them right here. So we get these 3 knocked out, and then we just got to go find 2 more quartz, and we'll be done with this. And it says we need to find a gravite stone with our radar. Oh, I think I saw one of those actually off in the distance, a little ways back. Maybe we'll have to go back a little bit and go check that out and see if we can't find that gravite stone. Now, we'll see that line pop up right there, and it just means that our laser is slowly heating up. So we kind of want to watch that. We don't want it to get too hot because it'll start damaging the laser or possibly the ship. So we'll have to keep our eyes out for that. Now, we got 84 credits for that. Let me see. We should be able to go into our knowledge here. And let's go with this one here. Like, we get the simple mining laser, overclocked mining laser, a simple resource detector, magnetic coil, and a crystalline focuser. Sounds fun. So what do we need for these things? Oh, iron and bolts and stuff. Pretty simple, you know, self-explanatory. Yeah, this will give us some better stuff. This one here is a small cargo hold, spotlight, light strip, headlight, and a metal sheet. Maybe use this. Let's see here. What's the cargo hold do? This storage module is suitable for solid materials. This magnetic stabilization system protects its load from collisions, regardless of ship's movements. So I wonder if that just increases our cargo hold. But we need 100 for that one. And we need 100 for that one, but we could pick up this one here. It just makes it so that we can paint our wings if we wanted to. I don't know. I think I'll leave it for right now and see if I can't get some more cash. Let's mine up this quartz crystal, and then we'll go get that gravite stone and to finish up that quest, and then we'll see where we go from there. Gravite stones have unique radio properties, preventing your radar from pinpointing their exact position. Starting from an approximate direction, you will have to locate each gravite deposit with your own eyes. Do I have to get more than one? Oh. There's something over there. Let's go check that out. There we go. We're getting full. All right. Look at that. Not scan. Let's scan it. There. Contract complete. Nice. We're up to 124 credits so far, so not too shabby. Did I mine this? No. So let's head back to Babylon now. And we'll go return and quest back that we have here. We'll take this, we'll turn that in. It says a return to space station. Now, supposedly we'll be able to jump out of our ship. We'll be able to land on these different planets and then to harvest materials, as well as make bases and all that on these different planets. So that'll be pretty neat. Okay, so here we are. We have landed. Let's go up to the shipyard. See if we see. It says go to the station shipyard and find the company exchanger. Not sure why I need to go back up to it. I thought I did that earlier. Trade with the company exchanger. Oh, we need to sell stuff up to 40 coin of resources. I see. Okay. Well, while we're doing that, why don't we see if we can, got this new coin over here, 124. Let's see, we got the electromagnetic simple resource detector. And this also comes with the overclocked mining laser and a simple mining laser. And then we have the cargo one. I think I want to do the cargo. That way I can even buy more cargo. Let's buy this one. And then later, I guess we can get the flywheel, battery, motor, and concrete. I'm not sure what we can do with that. And then we got personal factory here, as well as asteroid mining. And then we got chemical explosions. That sounds interesting. But let's see what we can do with that. Now we're going to go here to the work area, and we have, see, small cargo hold takes a small module kit. Can we just click on that? Oh, we can. Okay, let's do that. And then we're going to need some bolts and nuts. So let's do that one there. Oh yeah, we're going to need to refine the resources here in the smelter first. So let's get these all refined. All right, so now that we have that, let's go over here and let's see if we can't build this up. Now we need to make the small modular thing here. See, we got this FTL engine eco here, which is supposed to increase our weapons. What I want to do is the cargo hold first. It looks like we got enough silicone gel for that, but I want to get, see, metal sheets. And how many metal sheets do we need? We need 6 metal sheets for that. So let's see if we can't make some of these metal sheets. And we needed how many of those? I forget. 6. All right, so we got the 6 metal sheets, and then we're gonna need to make a small modular kit, which requires us to make some bolts and nuts. There we go, and then we can make the small cargo hold. Nice. All right. Let's see here. Let's take this over and see how it expands our inventory. We're at 30 SU right now. Let's see how this expands that. So we want to edit the ship and we want to take the cargo unit. Oh, we can put this all kind of different places. Down below, right there. I'll put it right there. That's a good spot for it. All right, and let's validate that. All modifications will be applied to your ship. Are you sure? Yes. All right, that dropped us down to like 20 SU, so we got about 10 roughly. Not too bad. Now, let me see here. I want to get, let me see, what do we got here? So these, oh, that quartz is 11. Wow, okay. So if I sell, what, 4 of those, then that should be enough for me to finish out that quest. Nice. Congratulations, you seem to have explored most of the Solar Alpha has to offer. Now my last responsibility is to open the doors to the universe to you. That implies guiding you through the acquisition of an FTL engine. All right, so we need to craft an FTL engine eco and use it to travel to another solar system. But we just made like 100 more credits. So let's buy this one here. This will give us that, should give us the FTL engine, right? It says unlock the electromagnetism permit. Okay, so I will unlock this. Buy that. There we go. And so we should be able to go into here now. And what we need to do is we need to make this FTL engine eco. So let's see, this is a new one, the crystalline focuser. So I think we should make that. which requires us to make a few wire. So we need this focuser, which requires us to make this crystalline focuser. So let's make this one. And then we want to make, see, we need some wire. Missing the resources for that. So let's go over here. We can go into this machine. We can buy some wire. Okay, so let's use this now. We should be able to make this FTL engine. There we go. Let's craft that. All right, cool. So we got that. Now that's all done. Now let's see here. We're going to head out of here. We're going to install the FTL engine into our ship. So we want to load the ship here and edit it. And then we got the engine. Let's put the engine back here. Seems like a good spot for the engine. Validate it. And there we go. So now the FTL engine is in our ship. We are ready to go. Are we able to buy anything with it? I mean, we can buy this here. We can at least get some colors. We got this one here, this engine. It costs us 150 credits. We only have the 88. So, I mean, we could get this. Let's see what this looks like. Let's buy that. And then we have this left over. It would cost us another 50, which we don't have. And then let's head back over here to the ship. And so we can edit the ship now. And then you can see that customization is now lit up. So we can go into customize. And we can click on this, and then we can change the colors of this this outer area. So we can do some coloring here. There we go. It looks all right. That looks kind of like a neat little ship. But we'll definitely have to work with that. Yep, let's do that. And we personalized the ship, made it our own. And now that we have this the ship to go fly around the solar system with, we can fly around in style. Make it our own. Yes, take off. There was something else there. It was like an added thing. I missed it, what it said. We're gonna probably teleport off to one of these stars out here. I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining me on this. We'll definitely do more on the next episode when the game does come out, or if there's any more new updates on the current demo that they have. I'm really looking forward to this game. This game looks really neat. It focuses on a lot of different aspects that I enjoy, both exploration as well as factory building. I just love both of those. And so I'm really looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be a real fun game to play. But I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining me. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that like. Let me know how much you have enjoyed the game. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.